Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some of the latest stories on FC Barcelona as usual. We will start with Bayern Munich superstar Robert Lewandowski, as it has been reported by reliable Spanish journalist Javi Miguel that Barcelona have offered a 2 plus 1 year contract to the legendary striker. Player is open to a switch. We are going to be discussing much on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Ousmane Dembele, as Matteo Alemany, our sporting director, have met with the Dembele's agent in Morocco to discuss a potential renewal. This report comes from none other than Spanish journalist Gerard Romero. We are going to be discussing on that. Thirdly, talking about Philippe Coutinho, as it has been reported that Aston Villa opened 40 million euros Barcelona investment. Of course, Stephen Gerrard have hinted at. We are going to be looking at that. Then lastly, we are going to be talking about Leeds United winger Raphinha, as it has been reported that Barcelona will pursue the lead star even if Dembele renews his contract. And the report further claims that Adama Traore could leave instead. We are going to be discussing on all that in much detail as we move ahead. So guys, as we get right into it, please do well to subscribe to the channel. If you are a lover of FC Barcelona, if you haven't subscribed, don't hesitate to do so. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. According to reports from Spanish journalist Javi Miguel, Barcelona are seriously considering the signing of Robert Lewandowski from Bayern Munich over the summer window. Barca believe that despite his more advanced age for a striker, the Polish marksman still has about 3 years of top-level football in him and would be a great addition to a squad in great need of a striker, albeit temporary. The report also states that Barcelona have ruled out the acquisition of Mohamed Salah as his wage would be very high and negotiations with Liverpool would definitely be costly. As a result, President Joan Laporta has supposedly decided that it is best if the club continues to pursue an out-and-out number 9 to solve some of their sporting issues, which leave only Lewandowski and Erling Haaland remaining on the table. Haaland's arrival still remains a very real possibility, despite Laporta stating that the club cannot spend beyond their means. The Norwegian could still come to Barcelona if his agent and father decide to lower their commission demands. Miguel states in his report that Lewandowski is very willing to join Barcelona and the club could offer him a 2-year deal with the option of another year's extension. They believe the Bayern talisman is a great professional and takes good care of his fitness, which bodes well for him to carry on his great form for another couple of years at the very least. It is also believed that the price of Lewandowski's arrival would be far more affordable. Between the transfer fee and contract, the operation would cost around 100 million euros. While it is still not a small sum, it's way more viable than the other options. Then on to the next story of discussion. The past couple of months have been highly positive for Barcelona winger Ousmane Dembele. He has seemingly found his footing after a turbulent contract renewal saga that did not have a satisfactory conclusion. With Xavi Hernandez's full backing and the increasing confidence of the fans, Dembele's form has been a sharp upturn and there seems to be generally more optimism regarding his continuity with the Catalans. Laporta and Xavi have both been very vocal about keeping the Frenchman as he adds a new dimension to the attack. And according to the latest news reported by Gerard Romero, there is a big development in the saga. The journalist has shared a photo of Barcelona sporting director Matteo Alemany arriving in Marrakech to reopen talks with Dembele's agent Moussa Sissoko regarding an extension. It looked as though both parties have had time to mull things over, and the 24-year-old winger seems confident that he has a good future in Barcelona, where he will undoubtedly be a key part of Xavi's project. Another report from Helena Condis confirms that Dembele does want to stay at the club, and the meeting between Alemany and Sissoko has been facilitated by the player himself. Sissoko is in Morocco on some business, where the Frenchman requested him to receive Alemany and the Barcelona entourage for a meeting. If Dembele finally decides to renew, it will save Barcelona a fair bit of money and hassle to find a replacement in the summer window. They have been linked with a few targets, but it would undoubtedly be better to keep honing a player they are familiar with in an environment he is familiar with. Dembele has already begun winning the Camp Nou faithful back over after they developed a sad disposition towards him at the tail end of the previous renewal saga. If he puts pen to paper, he will certainly be dearly received once again. Then on to the next story of discussion. Philippe Coutinho has put his Barcelona nightmare behind him, at least for the time being, and is shining on loan at Aston Villa. Since joining the Premier League club in January, the 29-year-old has thrived, helping the Villains snitch together a run of positive results. Results have not gone the Villains' way of late, though, as they have lost 3 games in a row, most recently to Wolves on Saturday. Irrespective of the disappointing run, Coutinho continues to be an important element of manager Steven Gerrard's plans, and the former Liverpool captain claimed in his post-match interview that he expects the Aston Villa owners to invest in the squad heavily in the summer, subtly hinting that there is a chance that they could sign Philippe Coutinho permanently. He said, "What the owners have done for this club has been phenomenal in terms of support. I don't think they will change because given the communication I have had, they are very ambitious and want to win games like me. We are aligned from top to bottom in the club. All my close staff know where we are strong and where we need support," Gerrard said, as quoted by Sport. As part of the loan agreement with Barcelona, Aston Villa have the option of signing Coutinho for a fee of €40 million, and judging by Gerrard's comments, it would seem like the English club will not hesitate to trigger the clause. Wages could pose an issue, considering the big money deal that the Brazilian international has in place at Barca. However, it has been reported that the ex-Liverpool ace would be willing to take a pay cut to secure a permanent move to Villa Park. Aston Villa's owners Nassef Suarez and Wes Edens have not held back on spending on new players since the club's promotion in the Premier League in 2019. Indeed, the Midlands club have spent around €350 million over the past 2.5 years. Whether they are willing to continue with that approach and splash the €40 million required to sign Coutinho remains to be seen. Then on to the next story of discussion. A recent report from AS has offered an update on Barcelona's pursuit of Raphinha. The Leeds United winger has emerged as one of the club's top targets, with many considering him as an ideal replacement for Ousmane Dembele, who may leave the club at the end of the season. The Frenchman's current deal at the Camp Nou expires at the end of this season, although his return in form and an excellent relationship with manager Xavi have coaxed the player to tilt towards a contract extension. Barca would still need to cough up hefty wages for his services. It has made Barcelona to step up their pursuit of Raphinha, with a report from AS suggesting that the club are ready to sacrifice up to 3 players as part of the operation. Sergio Dest, Clement Lenglet and Oscar Mingueza are the 3 players who could be used as make-weight in the deal to sign Raphinha. Barcelona have no intention to pay the Brazilian international's asking price of around €50 million. Mingueza in particular is thought to be a key target for Leeds, with Barcelona hoping to sanction a potential loan deal to Elland Road. The club's desire to offload Lenglet is hardly surprising either. While Dest does hold a higher status in the team, his departure could make sense in light of the club's likely capture of Ajax's defensive sensation, Nusser Mazraoui. The report further suggests Barcelona's pursuit of Raphinha is not directly connected to Dembele's future. It appears the club considered the Leeds United star as a separate entity, who is expected to compete with the Frenchman should both team up at Barca next season. Instead, if Raphinha arrives and Dembele renews his contract, Adama Traore could end up on the chopping blocks in the summer. The on-loan Wolf ace has made a promising start to his second stint at the Camp Nou since arriving in January. But should Barca also sign the lead star, he would become surplus to requirements and could return to his parent club Wolves. Tottenham Hotspur are already eyeing a summer swoop for Adama, having missed out on his services in January. The Blaugrana have the option of signing the Spanish international permanently for a fee of €24 million, which they do not intend to trigger. Instead, Barcelona will look to negotiate a swap deal involving Francisco Trincao. If Wolves do not accept that proposal, his continuity at the Camp Nou would already be difficult, and in case the Catalan Giants end up signing Raphinha, it would certainly spell the end of Adama's time in Barcelona. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.